You go woketh, you go broketh. It just kind of bees like that, man.
Brie Larson rose to prominence with her Oscar-winning performance in Room 2015, which earned her critical acclaim and positioned her for mainstream stardom.
Will he find us?
No, he will never find us.
In 2019, she was cast as Carol Danvers in Captain Marvel, a pivotal character.
Yes, I didn't see this one either.
In the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The film grossed over $1.1 billion globally, but Larson's press tour became a lightning rod for controversy. In multiple interviews, she emphasized the importance of diverse.
Why is it always white women, white liberal women calling for more diversity when white liberal women are the only ones that actually benefit from DEI?
Shots fired!
They're always the people that benefit the most from DEI, but they're always like, we need more diversity.
Press rooms.
I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time.
The comments sparked backlash on YouTube and Reddit, with many accusing her of alienating core fans. While Marvel initially backed Larson, they gradually reduced her visibility in the franchise. In Avengers Endgame 2019, her
she got the Karen cut in that? No, that's the Where's the Manager cut.
Time was limited, and her character was sidelined in promotional campaigns. By the time The Marvels released in 2023, Larson's public image had cooled.
Ain't nobody watched that. I didn't. Did y'all see that, chat?
Significantly. The film grossed just $206 million.
Just, good Lord, I would do so much with that, bro. I would do so much with $206 million. I'd be able to put out something better than this hot dog garbage.
Globally, against a reported budget of $275 million and marketing costs exceeding $100 million, resulting in an estimated loss of over $130 million. Despite being Marvel's first female-led crossover,
You can absorb light.
the film's failure cast doubt on Larson's box office draw, and she has not been attached to any new major studio projects since. Rachel Zegler made her film debut in Steven's.
She was the highlight of 2025, a failed feminist. Rachel Zegler in the failed feminist fairy tale. West Side Story, that's where she got her start in Broadway. Oh, I thought that was a dildo. Happy Globes Day. These are from the days I received mine in the mail when I lived in London. Looking forward to seeing everyone's speeches. She's disappeared.
Actress. Despite critical acclaim,
this is my first time in New York City. I want to be happy. I'm not Puerto Rican.
Is that okay?
the film underperformed, grossing $76 million worldwide against a $100 million production budget, excluding marketing. Zegler's career accelerated quickly. She was cast as the lead in Disney's Snow White live-action
Brother, I made like 5 videos on this chick.
remake, and also appeared in Shazam! Fury of the Gods, 2020.
What? I didn't even know she was in that.
3. Controversy erupted in 2022 and 2023 when multiple interviews surfaced in which Zegler criticized the original Snow White as weird and referred to the prince as a guy who literally stalks her. She added, "She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love." These statements alienated Disney's traditional fan base and drew sharp online backlash, including calls for a boycott. Shazam! Fury of the Gods flopped, earning just $132 million globally on a $125 million budget, with an estimated loss of over 75.
Bro, Disney needs to get it together. Isn't it Disney that owns all this? Yeah, Disney. Like Gal Gadot's like, Khalil, no! Like, she plays the same character in every movie. She's trash in my opinion. I don't think she's a very good actress. And then Rachel Zegler's also garbage. She reminds me of Sling Blade. Like some of the faces that she made. Straight up Sling Blade. $270 million in the hole.
All from media darling to online target has left her with no other confirmed lead roles in major studio projects at this time. Amber Heard's mainstream
Amber Turd. Y'all remember that?
recognition surged with her role as Mira in Aquaman 2018, which grossed over $1.1 billion globally.
Damn.
At the time, she was being positioned as a long-term fixture in the DC Extended Universe. However, beginning in 2020, her ongoing legal battle with ex-husband...
I just remember them talking about her pooping in the bed. How you gonna take a squat and poop in the bed?
...from both parties. While she won a partial judgment...
Bro, shout out to Johnny Depp. Holding it down, bro.
...is demanding her removal from future films, gathering over 4 million signatures. Warner Brothers minimized her role in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, 2023.
Now, I watched this one recently with Cass. She was barely in that hoe at all. She was barely in that movie.
Reducing her screen time to less than 10 minutes.
I still can't be freed.
Atlan used blood magic to seal Cordax in his prison.
The film grossed only $434 million against a $215 million production budget, resulting in an estimated $100 million loss after global marketing. Heard was removed from all promotional campaigns, and no major Hollywood studios have announced.
The whole face of 2025 right there, bro.
Announced new projects with her since. She has relocated to Spain and is currently only attached to independent productions outside of the US market. Her career, once aligned with blockbuster franchises, has been effectively frozen. Elliot Page,
Oh my God, Elliot, but good Lord.
formerly known as Ellen Page, gained critical acclaim for performances.
Bro, I don't see why any woman would want to be a man. Life is so much harder as a man. You have it so easy as a woman. Just keep riding that out, bro.
In Juno, 2007, Inception, 2010, and X-Men Days of Future Past,
I don't think I saw that one.
In December 2020, Page publicly came out as transgender. The announcement was widely covered and praised in progressive media outlets, with Netflix rewriting aspects of The Umbrella Academy to reflect the transition. Page's character changed from Vanya to Victor in Season 3, 2022, but the storyline was minimal, and the show's viewership declined compared to earlier seasons.
That woke stuff just doesn't work. Like, Hollywood thinks that stuff works, but it doesn't. Here, I got a clip. I want to show you guys. I found it on Twitter, and it's this comedian chick, and we'll get back into this video. It's a comedian chick talking about, ooh, I hope the bejeezers I saved it, because I think I did. Basically, she's talking about, okay, here we go. I'll let her do it.
I went on a date with my first trans man. It was fun. I didn't know he was trans from his profile, but you know, in person I figured it out, but I didn't give a fuck. I'm too poor to have a phobia, okay? As long as you identify as a man who's paying this check. At the end of this motherfucking meal, because that's all I care about. As long as your pronouns are Zelle and Cash App, I don't give a fuck about what else you got going on. And it was a good day, you know what I'm saying? Conversation was good, the vibe was good. It went south when the bill came and his car declined. Right, I was like, ooh. And he's like, oh, don't worry, one of my 6 roommates are gonna send me some money. I was like, what the fuck, you live at jail, nigga, what the fuck? 6 roommates?
It's a lot of roommates, bro.
So long story short, he pays the bill. He says, Eva, I had a great time. I would love to take you out again. I said, absolutely the fuck not. He got offended. He's like, I thought we had a great time. Don't tell me you're transphobic. I said, no, baby, I don't date the poor. I'm poor. What the fuck we gonna do together? Wish upon a star, nigga? I need help. I said, first of all, that's poor planning on your end. Why didn't you transition into a rich man? Right? So your transactions can go through.
I thought that was so good. She's like, why didn't you transition to be a rich man? Let's get back into this.
Since transitioning, Page has not booked any major studio film roles.
Love the haircut.
His only post-transition film credit is
Stop It.
Close to You, 2023, a low-budget independent drama which received a limited festival release, but no wide theatrical distribution.
Oh my gosh! I haven't gone.
Page remains a high-profile activist and author, releasing a memoir titled Page Boy in 2023, but has been effectively sidelined in mainstream Hollywood casting.
That greasy chili bowl. Brother, go get you a fade at least. How you gonna transition to an ugly dude?
No major film or television studio has announced new projects with Page since 2020.
Yeah, because it's a money suck.
Marie Tran was introduced as Rose Tico in
Who the fart is this?
Star Wars The Last Jedi, 2017, becoming the first woman of color to play a major role in the franchise. Despite heavy promotion by Disney, the character was met with mixed fan reception and intense online backlash. Tran subsequently deleted her social media accounts, later attributing the decision to sustained harassment and racial abuse. When the rise of...
Bro, you know how you get away from cyberbullying? Here's what you do. You take your phone and then you just put it down. That's all you do. You know what I do? People that write mean comments, you know what I do? I don't read them.
Gotcha, bitch.
I don't read them. Isn't that crazy? You know what I do? I read the positive ones. If I see somebody hating, I just scroll past it. I don't even read it.
Skywalker was released in 2019. Her screen time was reduced to under 90 seconds, a sharp contrast to her prominent role in the previous film. Following Star Wars, Tran transitioned into voice acting. She starred as the lead in Raya and the Last Dragon 2021, which received positive reviews but had a muted box office return, earning $130 million globally against a $100 million budget, while released simultaneously on Disney+. Despite the film's success on streaming platforms, Tran has not returned to live-action roles in major studio films. Her live-action career, once backed by Lucasfilm and Disney marketing, has been largely dormant since 2019.
Bro, this is why I'm glad, chat, this is why I'm glad I'm a YouTuber, bro. I get to say whatever I want. I get to talk about whatever I want. Now, here's the thing though, chat. If y'all ever see me starring in a big blockbuster movie, you can biggity bet the channel's gone. I would get canceled so quick, bro. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. I feel like nowadays, if you're a conservative, you're radical, and if you're liberal, you're normal. But back in my day, if you's a liberal, you's radical, and if you's conservative, you were normal. It's just weird how it, you know, has changed up. It's like the blue-haired septum ring weirdos are the ones that are normal, and the women with natural hair, natural faces, with no makeup and no piercings on their face and no tattoos, they're the ones that are the radical, crazy ones. Isn't that weird how it worked out that way? Very odd, right? That the women that look normal are radical, and the women that look radical are normal. It's very odd, very, very odd. But I don't think I'll ever get cast in any of those movies. They'll look at my YouTube and be like, "Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and pass. We just saw somebody else. We're just gonna pass." I wouldn't audition for anything, anyways. I love this sort of medium. I can talk about what I want to talk about. I can cover the topics, and then we've built a bond now that I feel like it would be disingenuous to go out and do that stuff. I would lose all of my fan base, and none of you guys want to buck with me. Now, I do. However, I think the thing that Markiplier did, the Iron Lung, haven't seen it, but that is cool to me. I would love to do something like that in the future. That was really cool.
Lena Dunham became a cultural figure in the
just that arm tats, just ugh.
Early 2010s with Girls on HBO, which she created, wrote, and starred in from 2012 to 2017. The series was acclaimed for its raw depiction of millennial life, but also
didn't watch it.
Drew criticism for its lack of diversity and Dunham's polarizing public persona. After Girls ended, Dunham
Big back. After it ended, she became a professional eater.
Maintained a media presence through essays, political activism, and
you really are a fat bastard.
High-profile interviews. However, several controversies, including defending a colleague accused of assault and public backlash over insensitive comments, eroded her standing in Hollywood. Her attempt at a cinematic return came with Catherine Called Birdie, 2022, amid
Oh, this girl too. I don't even remember her name, bro.
Evil comedy drama produced by Amazon. Despite favorable reviews, the film failed to gain traction with audiences and received limited.
After The Last of Us, I hope we never see this girl again. They could have cast anybody else. I don't know why they cast her, bro.
Marketing support. It earned no theatrical revenue due to a direct-to-streaming release and made little cultural impact.
And we can think, and we can hear, and we can feel.
Dunham currently has no major.
Oh my Lord, have mercy! Looking like Earthworm Jim. Shots fired! That necklace can barely breathe on that neck, honey.
Acting or directing projects in development with any major studios. Once considered the voice of a generation, she has been largely absent from mainstream entertainment since the mid-2010s. Phoebe Waller-Bridge gained widespread acclaim with Fleabag 2016 to 2019, which won 6 Primetime Emmy Awards and established her as a leading voice in feminist storytelling. Off that success, she was brought in to punch up the No Time to Die 2021 script and was cast as a co-lead in Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny 2023, portraying Helena Shaw, the goddaughter of Indiana Jones. The film was promoted as a passing of the torch, but fan backlash targeted Waller-Bridge for replacing Harrison Ford's character thematically. Dial of Destiny opened to lukewarm reviews and grossed just $384 million.
Bro, they made 1,000 of them. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I'm a big fan of ending a franchise after a while. You know, like the whole Star Wars thing. Just end it. Harry Potter, make the 8 movies and move on. Make up another story. We don't need Indiana Jones and the blah 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 and the Dial of Destiny and give it a Harrison Ford's like 90. Let this man retire.
globally on a production budget of $295 million, resulting in a loss
Come up with like Findiana Bones, something new.
Estimated at over $130 million after marketing. Despite her critical reputation, Waller-Bridge's Bond spin-off project, rumored to focus on a female 007, was shelved.
Ew, nobody's watching that. A female 007? Brother.
Her overall deal with Amazon
Jamila Bond. You know, what are you going to call her?
reportedly remains active, but no major...
And like, because, dude, the whole James Bond thing, you know what I mean? Like, James Bond is supposed to be kind of like this chauvinistic, pompous, you know, skirting the lines of misogyny playboy. What is the female James Bond going to be? Just a 304?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Bucks a lot of dudes? Like, she's just a runner? That's what it is, the life of a runner. There's enough of those out there right now. We don't need a whole movie on it.
Starring or franchise roles have been announced since Indiana Jones 5. Her association with underperforming legacy projects has cooled her momentum in blockbuster cinema. Jamila Jamil rose to prominence with her role as Tahani Al-Jamil on NBC's The Good Place, 2016 to 2020, which earned her widespread recognition and a strong social media following. Following the show's success, Jamil became a vocal activist, frequently using platforms like Twitter and Instagram to comment on body
You don't want to do that.
image, gender identity, and social justice. Her online presence became increasingly controversial, with multiple public feuds and accusations of performative activism. Critics also questioned the accuracy of her personal anecdotes, leading to diminished public trust. Jamil was cast in Marvel's She-Hulk Attorney-at-Law.
This movie tanked. She-Hulk?
2022 as the villain Titania. The series received mixed reviews and drew criticism for its tone and CGI, with Jamil's performance specifically called out as awkward and miscast. Despite Marvel branding, She-Hulk failed to establish any lasting fan enthusiasm, and Jamil has not been cast in any
nobody was seriously trying to watch this, bro.
Major film or television roles since. As of 2024, her acting career has largely taken a backseat to activism and social media commentary.
I don't get it, bro. Here's the one thing, dude, with me. If you got a job, right? Let's say you got a job. You're working for a company and you don't want to get fired. You know, just shut up. Don't post your personal opinion. You know who you can tell your personal opinions to? Your buddies. Tell it to your buddies. Tell it to your friends. Tell it to people that, you know, are close to you. But the one thing you shouldn't do is tell it to the internet. So I don't know if you guys have seen this whole Billie Eilish thing right now, but apparently she got on the Grammys and said some very stupid things. So let's get into this lore a little bit.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Oh my God, she's so brave. That's so brave.
Oh, Phineas. Phineas?
Yes, dear.
Oh, Phineas. You know what I realized? Since no one is illegal on stolen land, that means there's no rules. There's no laws.
Oh yes, my sweet dear. We can finally get married.
Oh, Phineas. And we can have that Nepo baby we always wanted.
And I think the Phineas dude, I think that's her brother. So like there's some weird stuff going on with her and her brother. This chick kind of talks about some more about it.
So apparently both Billie Eilish and Bad Bunny decided to use the Grammys as a great opportunity to speak out against ICE, which is quite ironic considering both of them have very extensive security teams, not only that follow them around on a daily basis, but also at their houses. They're multi-million-dollar houses that they purchased in order to own that land. But putting all of that aside, have you guys ever looked into the background requirements for those security officers that follow those celebrities around to protect them from everyday individuals? Well, if you haven't, I did. Just some basic eligibility requirements. You must be 18, have a high school diploma or GED, pass a full background check that includes having a clean history from criminal records. And of course, you have to be in peak physical fitness. But then preferred experience, well, this is the one that the girly pops aren't gonna like, huh? Military service, law enforcement, or existing private security roles, which means that the exact same people that they're telling you guys that you need to denounce and that you need to disavow are the exact same people that they employ to keep them safe. And they won't hire you unless you're documented with a clean record that is free from any criminal activity.
Bro, just the fact that these celebrities get up there and talk about this stuff is so stupid to me. On stolen land, okay, then sell your house and allow a bunch of immigrants to move into it. Like, The fact that celebrities think that speaking out is just going to do something, you've got the power. You got a lot of coin. Just let the immigrants move into your 30,000 square foot crib. You got a couple cribs. Let them live there. Let them shack up. But you won't. They're all talk. Megyn Kelly shreds her too.
Billie Eilish, who might be the most depressed person in America. I mean, like all of her music is like.
So true though.
She shows up and she's ready to talk about ICE with her disgusting outfit. Truly, she was one of the worst dressed. But here she was with a message, just like her fellow artists for ICE in SOT 8.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
She looked at her brother like, yeah, we really did that, huh? Yeah, like, just shut up.
Okay.
And all the Hollywood elites are like, yeah, I know. We're basking in these millions of dollars, but yeah, nobody's, stolen land. Wow, they made the cartoon, and there's that chick right there.
And yeah, it's just really
And it wasn't stolen, it was bought. So
hard to know what to say and what to do right now, and I feel
let immigrants move into your crib. There's some actionable items.
Really
is it
hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our
get on the front lines there, baby girl.
Our voices really do matter, and the people matter. And
you literally look like the human embodiment of a domino, which is a great game, but it wouldn't really be my motivation for the Grammys. I mean, what? Okay. She, like everybody else who got up there to lecture us, has got more money than God. Her property records reveal she paid $14 million for her LA estate back in 2023. Yeah, and the property spans, Jesse, nearly 4 acres on an oak tree-studded hillside. Gated, of course.
Wow.
Accessed via a very long, sinuously winding driveway. No part of the house itself is visible from the street, but it's quite large. 6 bedrooms, 7 baths, nearly 7,000 square feet.
Jesus.
It's located on the ancestral, unceded land of the Tongva people. Wait a minute, Billy. It's on ancestral land. The County of Los Angeles formally recognizes that it occupies land originally and still inhabited and cared for by the Tongva, along with other indigenous groups. She has a net worth of well over $50 million, of course. And Billy is just fine with her 24/7 security team and her gates and her 4 acres outside of LA. But the rest of us need to live ungated, unprotected, without all the acreage, and just deal with the murderous, raping illegals that she wants sicked on us, or we're bad people.
I love it. Shout out to Megyn Kelly, bro. I don't watch a lot of her content, but I saw that and I was like, I love it, dude. Speaking of the Golden Globes, here's an old clip of Ricky Gervais.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay?
Shout dude, Ricky Gervais. I don't know if you saw his most recent stand-up, but it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, dude. Man, it was pretty good. No one is illegal. Like, look at this. No one is illegal. Keep out. Democrats only. 4 acreage state, bro. Oh my God, bro, you can't. I took a little close. Here's what her crib actually looks like. This is her. This is everything that she has. This is her 4-acre estate here. Good Lord. Wait, is this it? Okay, I guess maybe this is. ADT. Oh, it's blurred out. You can't even see it. Man, how handy. Can't even see your crib. Man, that's crazy. Heavily fortified and surrounded by security. Bro, it's ridiculous that these people get up on stage and think they're actually cooking with grease. They look so stupid. Look at this chick indoctrinating her children right here.
When ICE agents are bullies, don't be scared. Be prepared! When ICE agents are bullies, don't be scared. Be prepared! If you want to make them bristle, just take out your handy whistle. When ICE agents are bullies, don't be scared. Be prepared! When you see them...
Oh my God. Oh man. insane. All right, let's switch gears.
If you don't want me.
What would you do? Okay, let's start here. What was the question? What would you do if you saw me at the airport? Oh my God.
You really are a fat bastard.
I would make sure that if I have any food, you're not going to eat it.
Shots fired!
Jesus. Your backpack's sitting on your butt. How? How does one achieve such a build? That is insane work. Insane work. Oh my God. What was that, bro? Oh my God, that was bad. That was really bad. All right, let's watch another. Liberal white women scare me.
I am a woman in my 30s that doesn't want children, and that is substantially unsafe for me now. I'm in the process of moving out of the country, and I'm happy to do so.
Where are you going to go?
Mexico.
You're going to go to Mexico.
Unless you got a lot of coin, it's not any better.
Mexico.
Yep, I'll be leaving in a couple months.
You could. Okay, you're going to go to Mexico based solely on the fact that you want to be able to snuff out your child in the womb if you were to ever get pregnant.
That's a really inappropriate question. Yeah. I think my body is my decision, and you have no...
Well, what about the baby's body? Is it not the baby's decision for their body? If it's my body, my choice, then it's their body, their choice, right?
Bearing over that, and I think that your judgment over that is disgusting, honestly.
I think your desire is so strong to snuff out your child in the womb that you would move to an incompletely...
You're talking about something hypothetical that isn't happening.
Yeah, so when
I'm
you
not
get pregnant...
right. Nor will I be pregnant. Okay. And I don't
then what are you
want to be
scared of?
pregnant. What do you mean what I'm scared of?
So why would you move if you want abortion to be accessible to you, so you're going to move out of the country?
No. I want a lot of things to be accessible to me, including healthcare.
Okay. So anyway, well,
It doesn't really look like you're too worried about that right now, Rebecca.
Big back.
Considering the two chins. It doesn't really look like you're too... It'd be different if you were like in impeccable shape. It's like, I want good healthcare, but you're just like a fat, pasty white woman.
For healthcare and sake like that, why don't you move to places like Somalia or Afghanistan or Iran?
Because it's too far for my dogs to be shit.
It's too far for my dogs. She's thought about this. All right, liberal woman says she's figured out how to emotionally manipulate conservatives into becoming liberals, how to turn conservatives into leftist voters. Let's see if it works.
Hi, I'm Kylie, and here are 3 ways to manipulate conservatives. The most effective way to get people to move further and further left and vote democratically is not through reasoning. Like Fox News, I use emotionally inflammatory tactics, except the other way, to manipulate people into being liberal. Number 1, personal anecdotes. When Trump cut funding for educational institutions, I had multiple friends who lost their jobs as researchers, one of which was my best friend. And so when I talk to people about this, conservatives, they would be like, oh my God, that's horrible. Like, why is he cutting funding for science? I never would have voted for him if I knew that, because science benefits everybody. It works. Number 2,
No, still not. No, still not. I mean, researchers is great, but I mean, you got ChatGPT. You know, you can figure out a lot of that stuff. Okay, acting shocked.
Acting shocked along with them when these consequences happen. A U.S. citizen was accidentally deported and taken to a prison in El Salvador. I can't believe it. They'll be like, wow, I thought they were only taking undocumented aliens. And then if something's going to click that, wait, the administration is lying to them. Number 3.
Yeah, but then also you got to think people get wrongfully convicted all the time. I always say the exception doesn't make the rule. When you hyper-focus on one thing that was done wrong, it doesn't negate the fact that in majority everything is done right, typically. So, yeah, that one also didn't convert me.
Avoid buzzwords. Things like ACAB or New York or socialism, they will not listen to another word out of your mouth once you start talking about this. They'll just label as woke propaganda, even though you're right. It's infuriating, but if you actually want to get through to your white relatives, this is how you do it.
Okay, yeah, I don't know about you guys, didn't convert me. Didn't convert me, not one bit. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't get it. Let's see here. I blame the education system.
We're here because we believe that ICE is doing things that are so much worse than the people who are here who are immigrants. They are doing nothing. They don't deserve to be treated like this. And we think that...
Then let them move into your house. What I don't get is, like, you ladies are living somewhere, you got roommates, open up your wallet, hand them some money, and let them move in with you.
We should be more worried about...
It's just this performative BS crap, this woke performative crap where they want to... It's like virtue signaling performative. They want to act like they have a moral high ground on you and that they're better because they care more, but in reality, their actions don't align with their words because they won't do anything about it.
our president than the people who are getting kicked out of our state right now.
Because if you're afraid of criminals being here, why did you elect our president? Why did you elect our president? Because he is a criminal. And I feel like it's just so upsetting that...
I thought it was kind of gangster when he got those felonies. I was like, what a savage. He went up there and he took that lick on the chin. He took that L and said, you know what? I'm still going to be president, though. I thought that was gangster. I'm going to be honest. Especially because if it was really that bad, it seemed like to me it was more to defame him than anything. But in reality, it did quite the opposite. You know, it made him more popular, made people like him more.
History is repeating itself at the moment. And it's just so heartbreaking. And yeah, we have...
What I'll never understand is how 18 to 21-year-old white women feel like they've got the world figured out. They know better than you. They've been on this earth for 20, 21 years. They just know better than everybody older than them. And it's just so funny to me that they don't realize how much brainwashing has been pumped down and all the propaganda. And they're so vulnerable and gullible to believe all this stuff, but they think they've got all the answers. Anybody that says, I know everything, I've got all the answers, is always stupid.
Stupid.
Somebody that says they're stupid, in my opinion, is smart. I'm just saying, I say I'm stupid because I know what I'm ignorant about. And I would be so dumb to sit here and say, I know everything. I know this. There are certain subjects I know quite a bit about. But I never claim to be always right about certain things. Bro, I'm all over the place. I'm just a regular guy, though.
Done this over and over again through history when people are like not accepting us and not like giving us our rights. And it's really frustrating.
What rights are being taken, Rebecca?
Why are we even doing this? Why do we need to do this over and over and over and over again? Like, just let people have their rights. Everyone deserves to be happy. Everyone is human. And the way that we are treating people is completely unfair and unjust.
Jesus. The stupid levels are off the charts.
Stupid.
Let's see what some of the comments say. Some of the nicest people you'll meet are covered in tattoos, but not Juan. Juan will kill you. Passed the indoctrination test. Yep, we turned schools into activism factories and wondered why kids can't read, write, or do math. More discipline, more basics, less ideology, and fire the bureaucrats writing the curriculum. Yep. Somebody says, proudly parroting NPC talking points. Teachers, when I was a kid, I hope everyone had a good recess. It's time for math. Teachers now, whiteness is a privilege. Now who's ready to hear about my sexuality? That is so true, though, dude. That is so true, though. Oh my God. They're doing nothing, ironically correct. These are not serious positions from these young ladies. When I was in high school, we got extra credit to participate in protests like this for anything really. Just get out in the community and stand for something. It's propaganda, but it's not heartfelt. Like, look at this. Good Lord. Some dude in college is going to do these ladies just ridiculously dirty. It's brutal. It really is. Ain't it, Lokes? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.